Shalom, everyone. This is Ty Green as we watch what's going on all around the world with these protests connected to methods used to control the pestilence. It is very clear that the old strategy to divide and conquer is in full effect here. It doesn't matter which viewpoint one may have regarding lockdowns and boosters, or who should be allowed to go here or there. We are being divided. Please don't fall for this. We may not agree on much of this, but to be disagreeable with each other as though one is an enemy, let's not fall for that. This isn't about whether folks should protest or not. This isn't about whether one should roll up their sleeve or not. This is about us. Collectively, we could all point out things that have divided us throughout history. Rich versus poor, black versus white, educated versus non-educated, heavyweight versus lightweight, tall versus short. We can go on and on. The point is this: throughout history, man has always found a way to divide ourselves. And this can easily be manipulated by an adversary to give privilege to one and oppress the other. And now we have the ones who took it versus the ones who have not. Are we not to love our neighbors as ourselves? Let's look at a reminder throughout Scripture concerning our neighbors. A neighbor is anyone other than yourself. So let's pick it up in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. Let's start at verse 29. Devise not evil against your neighbor, seeing he dwells securely by thee. Strive not with a man without cause, if he have done you no harm. Envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Proverbs 11 and 12, he that is void of wisdom despises his neighbor. But a man of understanding holds his peace. Proverbs 16 and 29, a violent man entices his neighbor and leads him into the way that is not good. Let's go to the New Testament. Galatians 5 and 14, for all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So anything that encourages us against love towards our neighbor is divisive. We know there's foul play going on with this scenario regarding this pestilence. We can't control that. But what we can control is how we respond to each other. The deception is that what your neighbor is doing impacts you. So if your neighbor gets with the program, then we can get back to a normal life, right? Or if your neighbor really knew where this is all headed, then they wouldn't do this or that. Although our opinions may differ, don't fall for the division that's expected. Because while folks are going at each other during the distraction, the adversary behind this whole thing is making moves. And we know this is Satan. It's very clear that when this collapse happens, the new world government that rises is set up by Satan in preparation of his agenda during the tribulation. Come on, let's go to Revelation 13, verse 2. And the beast which I saw, Apostle John records, was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Do you see that? Satan is the dragon that empowers this new world government coming up. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. So just for clarity, Satan is that dragon. We see it here in context. Flip back to Revelation chapter 12, verse 9. Here it is. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceives the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So be aware of where this is headed. Don't fall for the old divide and conquer. Satan is using deception to divide and deception to conquer. We are surely aware of Satan's devices. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we know we are here to occupy until the Lord comes. But until that day, there is something we can do. Ephesians 6:11 tells us, put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. That trickery he's pulling, we got to have the whole armor of God on. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Be encouraged in the Lord, folks, for we will do well to do this. James 2:8. If you fulfill the royal law according to the scripture, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, you do well. Do well, folks. Do well. All right, that's it for now. Till we meet again, live holy before the Lord. Love y'all. Shalom.